It's the Freeform Rock Podcast After Show. We got with us Andy Rodriguez and Jerry Supe. What's up, brothers?
Hey,
Well,
what's
this
going
fucking
on, Mark?
microphone is really in my face today, ain't it? Oh well, but I'm
Yeah,
here. Yep. How's it going?
Yes.
it's all good. But I have a subject now because we're only doing topics. This is something I've been thinking about for a while. And when Billy Corgan had that podcast, when he was talking about how MTV and corporation push rock to the side for hip hop, I think they did that way before hip hop. They pushed like a hair metal or harmonic metal, whatever you want to call it, just like just 80s metal away in for Nirvana, Pearl Jam. And I like most of those bands. I love Alice in Chains, Soundgarden. I love those bands, but to me, I didn't see what happened. I lived it. And I noticed why isn't Warrant getting freaking advertised anymore? Why aren't I seeing Rat albums anymore? Why is all this stuff like pushed away? I was thinking about that back then because I was just into what I was into. I wasn't in, like I said, I'm not a poser. I just like what I like. And it just started disappearing. I didn't have my choice anymore. I feel my choices were taken away from me by the record companies and MTV. They were pushing out one genre to bring in another one. I like today, you go to a radio station, they play a plethora of different genres all on one station. It's like it's back to like we're playing everything now. But back then they wanted to keep it genre specific, what they were playing, what they were pushing. What do you guys think about that? Go, Andy. You said you could rebut this.
Okay, a couple of things. I really do enjoy different genres, but at this time, it's all about money, Mark. It's all
Mhm.
about money. What's going to bring in the big money? What are the record companies going to concentrate on? A couple of stories. I was just thinking about this. I was watching an interview with one of the great band managers, Irving Azoff, and he said in the '90s they were in the recording studio and they were playing Cinderella Still Climbing. Some people said, "Man, this is great. Who is this?" And they said, "This is Cinderella." After that, corporate people didn't say a word.
Mhm.
It went nowhere. Even though it was good, it wasn't the right band that they wanted. Another case in point, Rat. Dean Martini brought, I forgot which album it was, but it was released in the '90s.
1999, the second Ralph's Rat self-titled. It's like the yellow and red cover. Yeah, that album
Again,
wasn't that good. Yeah, I
but
heard.
it was ignored. It
Yeah.
wasn't pushed. Why? Because there was no money behind it anymore. These guys, um, it was MTV, it was corporation, but that happens with every decade going into the next. We've seen it with disco, we've seen it with hair metal, we've seen it with folk rock. The '60s died in the '70s. Disco died going into the '80s. This died going
Grunge,
into the '90s. That's just the way it is.
grunge.
But rock was surviving during a disco era, was surviving during all these eras. But the thing is, grunge is rock. You
Yeah,
can't discount it. It's just something it's a genre they slapped on them. But
right.
I'm saying if it's rock, why would you take the other rock away when you're still promoting rock? You just don't want to promote that type of rock anymore.
Because it
That
wasn't
type of
working.
rock is what made these record companies a ton of money. And most of these bands didn't make money because they owed the record companies for recording these albums. They just fucking record companies have always been like vampires, sucking the life out of music to me.
Oh yeah,
So
it's the same thing with sports. Athletes and their agents, they suck the life out of the game. How many times have we seen teams just use players and toss them to the side? It's the
a
same
lot.
thing for everything. It's everything. It's corporations. It's also us when we get older at work. What do they do? Toss us to the side.
Yeah.
It's the same thing everywhere.
I've been in my job 25 years. As soon as you mess up, they want to get rid of you like right there. They don't give you any back consideration. How good of an employee you've been, they don't care. It's like, what have you done for me lately? Ooh,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
that's the same thing. That's the same thing with music. I understand we all love our bands from the '80s and going into the '90s, but corporations didn't see money in it anymore. They
And,
wanted the big ticket.
and this is the great thing about today. corporations aren't ruling these older bands anymore. They're making their own albums independently or
Yep.
getting an independent record company like Frontiers to give them stuff, to put them out there, and which is great. And these bands are making a shit ton of money off of fucking touring right now. So
Yeah.
these 80s, like Night Ranger was forgotten about. Are they forgotten about now?
Hmm.
No. They're out
Nope.
there kicking ass. What do
Yeah.
you
Well, they're not. I mean,
they're
I mean,
kicking
they're just
ass.
touring the circuit. I mean, that's not kicking ass. That's
But
not.
Night Ranger's still making great records.
Yeah,
They're
but they're
they're
not
making their
turning the
best
world
stuff right
around.
now.
Yeah, but they're not turning the world around with their music.
Well, either is any music is not turning the world around with music right now. Name something that you think's going to be around in 20 years that's coming out today. You going to see a Beatles? Are we going to have a band like an artist like the Beatles?
No,
Never.
no.
Are we going to have an artist like Rush or Green Day anymore? Are we going to have those artists coming out?
Maybe.
Well, here's the thing with that, Mark, is you're talking about music of our generation. I mean, when we're our parents' age now, and they said the same thing about there's not going to be another fucking Ricky Nelson or shit. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, but there always will be
But
something that
the
comes around that
thing is,
people
I
like.
talk to these kids, they're not really into anything specific. They just play whatever streaming comes up on their algorithm. They're not out there seriously looking for things. Some of them are.
I
We got
I
Joseph
disagree with
Staub.
you. I disagree. I've
We
noticing
got
a lot of kids are listening to more rock and metal influence stuff lately, or at least around here. And I just can't picture that just being local. The
Mhm.
local bands are popping up everywhere.
well,
Even
it's
places that play live music are popping up everywhere in this little town of Cookville. So if they're happening here, it's got to be happening elsewhere.
No, I'm
So
just saying that I don't think there's going to be like an iconic band that's going to be like the Beatles or the Who or the Rolling Stones. We're not going to get those huge bands anymore because they're going to be stifled by the way the music industry runs right now. Something has
Eh,
to break out. We need that Nirvana. I'm saying it. We need that Nirvana. We need that band that just fucking changes the world. We haven't had that band that changed the world of music in a long time. And there's a lot of great new bands out there, but they ain't gonna be iconic like freaking Nirvana or even Weezer was pretty iconic when they hit with that first album. So
there
even,
might be. You never know.
I
that's I
know
mean,
I'm hoping.
we're also talking about the US too. Rock and metal are still big across the world except for here.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, if you're going to make it really big, you have to break through in America. That's always been the case. But it's there. It's basically up to the corporations. It really is. If they wanted to come back, they can make it come back. I mean, it wasn't just MTV either that ruined it. The radio stations didn't play it as well. It was all conglomerate together.
Well,
And
that law that let Clear Channel buy up all the radio stations killed music too.
well, yeah, that's true too. That's
Yeah.
the dark side of capitalism, but that's for another
Yeah.
show. But anyway, and also the bands in the 80s and early 90s, they cannibalized themselves, man. There were so many fucking bands that looked the same, sounded the same. Pretty Boy Floyd, Enough's Enough, Trickster. I mean, all those bands.
Hey,
I know you
Enough's
like
Enough's
Trickster.
is
I know you like
actually
Trickster.
good.
They're still around, so that somebody must like it. But man, at the time, it was just so fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Saturated, man. And
Well,
people are just
I
looking for
understand
something
that,
new.
and the bands that weren't saturated are the ones making the money touring right now. Like you got the
True.
Def Leppards, you got like
Yeah.
freaking Tesla,
Mhm.
you got even Motley Crue. I hate to say it, they're out there, they're making cash. It's like,
Why do you hate to say that?
huh?
Why do you hate to say that Motley Crue's still out there?
Because they're not, they're horrible. They can't perform live really to me. Vince is horrible. I'm glad they're out there and they tried to make new music. I thought John Five was with them. It was gonna be
Mhm.
great. And those songs were bad. They were like
Yeah,
modern Schleck. The last album I liked by them was Saints of Los Angeles, because a lot of people don't like that album. But
I
that
do.
sounded like a real Motley Crue album to me.
Yeah,
So at least
but
that I think they're just going through the motions. And then you got Nikki Sixx say, "Oh, nobody likes new music anymore." No, Nikki, nobody likes what you're putting out. You need to make it good like you used to. Work on it, you know.
Well,
But
those bands are still making a living. They're still out there playing. I mean, they're not playing, sold out arenas, but they're still making a good living either on the festival level or, the smaller venues, man, which, you know, would they prefer to be playing, arenas and shit? I think sometimes these bands kind of enjoy playing these small places, man. I do.
I do.
If you care what the fans think, then I think they
The
appreciate
bands
that.
playing the smaller places that keep going are the ones who just love playing. And
Exactly, that's what I mean.
and when you go to those shows in those small clubs like Y&T, they give it all they got, and they
Mhm.
just throw it out there to the audience, and the audience eats it up. It's like when you got these bands playing these sheds like amphitheaters. Sometimes I think they're just going through the motions now just to make that
Right,
paycheck. So
absolutely. I 100% agree with that, man. But yeah, I mean, like the Tom Kiefer band, he's still out there playing small places and killing it. Well, not anymore because his voice is gone, but even Great White's still out there doing stuff. Who else? Tesla. Well, Tesla's they're still opening for bigger bands, but every now and then they'll play smaller venues. But
well, they do
even
do
Cheap Trick
residency.
plays. Yeah,
Tesla does
even
a
Cheap.
residency in Vegas all the time, so
Yeah,
they have a niche.
even Cheap Trick plays small. They play state fairs sometimes.
I know
So,
that, and that's what the only band out there that should be playing bigger arenas is Cheap Trick to me.
We're
but
talking
I but I
about we're
but I
talking about
think they
people that are
like
60
playing.
plus.
I think they like playing in front of. They
I
they like
know,
the
but
fans, man. I do.
they are not an opening band. They have so much material,
I agree,
and
but
it just eats me alive when I see them playing opening because it's like a shitty set because it's just the hits, and they have so many deep tracks.
um,
I want to hear. I'm gonna raise hell. I want to hear
I
that
I
fucking nine
don't
minute song.
I don't think they care, man. I really don't. They
I
just like
know.
playing whatever they can, man. So good for them.
Dude, we're talking about guys and bands that are 65 plus.
And these
True.
bands
They
are
just maybe it's kind of a relaxing thing to do an opening set at that age.
dude,
You don't have to play on.
AC/DC's still out there kicking ass. It's like,
They're
damn.
not kicking ass. They're not kicking ass.
They're
I
not,
heard they were.
Sorry.
but they
No.
No.
can't. They can't. Brian Johnson
They're
cannot
old.
sound like he did when he was 30, when he's pushing 75. There's no way Vince Neil is going to sound like he was 25 when he's pushing 65. Come on.
But then you got people out there like Glenn Hughes who just
What kind
retired.
of work?
Yeah,
What
you're
kind of
right.
work are we going to be doing when we're 70? How's going to
I-
be our work input?
I'll
Believe me,
pro
it's not going to be like it was.
I'll probably be sitting doing security, checking people's bags.
Well, why aren't you doing what you were doing when you were 30, Mark?
I am doing what I'm doing when I'm 30. I'm still cooking in the fucking fast food shit. So
Yeah, but when you're 65 or 70, you're not going to be doing that anymore.
uh, hopefully
But these
not.
people are. But these people are.
Because music is fun. And a lot of these 65, 70-year-old bands can still kick
Right.
ass.
So let's
So
just enjoy what they can give us.
I
And
am. But I want to go see that Motley Crue show so bad because of the two opening bands. But I probably would leave when Motley played because when I saw them, I was so excited to see them. They were one of the biggest letdowns I've ever seen live in my life.
every band has a letdown. Every band has a
Mhm.
letdown. And yes, we keep on saying, oh, well, look at Glenn Hughes. Look at Glenn Hughes. Look at Sammy Hagar. Well, why don't we mention the other thousands out there that aren't doing it?
I
But we can
think
name two or
I,
three.
I think Jeff Keith still sounds good to me. So he's
Yeah.
not as good as
Oh,
he used to be, but he's still competent. He's not like sounding like a dead
oh,
horse.
he's competent. Oh, okay.
Competent. He
Now
can
we
still keep.
expect
Hey,
competence.
they know because they just lowered the uh,
They toned down. They tuned down
they
a little bit. Yeah.
tuned down a
Yeah,
little bit, but
but
they
it
didn't tune down so much that you can't recognize the song. There's bands out there that tune down so much and go, "What the fuck is this?" It's
Right.
like,
No, I hear you. Yeah.
yeah.
but what's the difference between Tesla and Motley Crue? Just because you like Tesla
I,
more
well, no, here's
I
the thing. I
loved
think
Motley
Tesla.
Crue more than Tesla at one time, Andy.
Yeah,
It's
at
I
one
think
time.
yeah.
Tesla's catalog. I think it's survived the test of time more than Motley Crue music, in my opinion.
They
Okay.
made better
So
albums than
that's
Motley
why.
Crue overall. That's why they actually took the time to craft stuff. Except for that Shock album, that was fucking horrible. Thank you, Phil Collin.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to do a comparison because we can agree that Tesla's vocals aren't the same,
No, they're not.
and neither are Vince Neil's.
No, but
But we talk shit about Vince Neil more than
Again,
anything else.
well, I mean, look
I'm a
at
piece
him.
of shit, overweight piece of shit. But
I never
Tesla,
called him an
No,
overweight piece of
no,
shit.
no, no, no. Look at the
Never, I
voice,
never
man.
body shamed
no,
anybody
no,
ever.
no, no. I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
about
could,
Yeah.
and everybody else.
I can understand Jeff Keith when he's singing. I don't understand a fucking single word Vince Neil's singing.
Exactly. We could
I really
still.
don't. It's like a poor man's James Brown kind of. It's bad, but bad James Brown. I mean, he just cannot sing the songs anymore, man. You know what I mean? And it's true. I'm sorry.
Rick, start my heart. Well, you ever right? He sounds like
They made
Scooby-Doo
this
sometimes.
I don't remember those funny videos that people were putting on Facebook about Vince Neil and the made
Yeah.
up lyrics. They had like, I mean, it's true. What the fuck is he saying, man?
He's
Eddie
gonna be-
Vedder, for instance, at least Eddie Vedder, nobody understand him ever. So that's cool with Eddie.
I've always understood Eddie. So there.
But he started
But
off.
he's got a reason. That's what I mean. But Vince Neil, I mean, and again, back to Tesla. This is a personal taste thing.
Yeah.
I never, even Shout of the Devil, I never say, man, I want to listen to Shout of the Devil. I have a feeling that I'm going to listen to that album. But I don't have that feeling with Motley Crue. Mechanical Resonance, I want to listen to that because it kicks ass, man. I still crave Tesla albums, man. I'm not big on their cover albums. However, I'm warming up to their new one. I kind of didn't like it at first.
The third one, dude. Come on.
But yeah,
Cover album in like 10 years.
Hey,
as a band, definitely.
They released 3 new singles like "Time to Rock," "Cold Blue Steel," which are freaking kick-ass songs. Go listen to "Time to Rock" and "Cold Blue Steel" and get back to me on Tesla because they released some good shit.
I think Tesla as a band has just survived the test of time more than Motley
Yeah,
Crue.
they have.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's
So now they're doing karaoke.
Personal taste, though. You know what I mean?
I know, but come on. I understand a band doing a covers album because everybody does it. It's part of the repertoire. I get it. But the third one, wow.
Actually,
if you don't have anything more else to say.
Well, see, all right. That's my problem. They don't really do covers live that much. They do a cover every now and then, but not like Night Ranger where they do like 4 or 5 fucking covers the whole
of their own shit that they've been in other bands.
Everybody gives Night Ranger, the past. They do like 4 or 5.
No, I don't. I got pissed off about
that.
Yeah,
they do. That. But I'm just saying nobody says.
I don't want to hear High Enough that we are in
Crazy Train. It's like
I don't want to hear that. I want to hear Night Ranger originals, bitches. Stop giving me that fucking shit. I don't want to hear Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Treat. What the fuck, dudes?
Fucking play Eddie's Coming Out Tonight.
Yes,
man. Fucking play something like that, dude.
Right. But you're getting Tesla's making a third
Touch of Madness.
Third covers album.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
We're not talking about playing a covers track live for fun. This is 3 full LPs.
It's like
covers.
It's actually 4 because they have reel to reel. They have a third reel to reel with bonus tracks.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Those reel to reel covers albums are fucking amazing. No, don't give me shit on that. Those rule, dude.
They're covers, Mark. I will give you shit.
But they do their own style. They don't cover the cover.
They're covers, Mark.
But they're good. Do you feel like oh my God, they do such a great version of that. I don't like the Peter Frampton version. I like Tesla's version.
Our bands make good covers.
I know Anthrax makes great covers too. Cowboy Song with John Bush.
Right. It depends how you do them, I think. Like Ace Frehley's Origins album. He had guest people on to do covers. I like that better than just a
I like the Fire and Water with Paul Stanley. I thought that
that was awesome. Cool. That's better than the free song. It's better than the free version.
Come on, it's too much.
He was making the new Origins album when he died. So
that's another thing. And you know what? That's another thing that fucking lights my lamp at sometimes. We talked about Night Ranger doing fucking, they're doing these set lists 13 or 14 songs. Why are 4 or 5 of them got to be fucking covers?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, I understand they played on those songs here and there, but the thing is, I want to hear Night Ranger. I don't want to hear Ozzy. I don't want to hear Damn Yankees. I want to hear every fucking Night Ranger song you ever wrote because I like every fucking Night Ranger album. Yeah. And I like 95% of the songs.
Right. So. And last time I saw Heart, man, they were doing so good, and how they end their fucking set 4 Zeppelin covers. Why?
Well, they're known for doing the Zeppelin covers.
They always done rock and roll, but they did Battle Evermore, No Quarter. It's like, why?
Well, they did Battle of Evermore with the Love Mongers, so
true, but it doesn't matter. They got all these great songs in their catalog, man. People want to hear those. You know
Not
what?
everybody, everybody, the majority of people want to go hear the hits and give me some covers that I love.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear deep tracks like we do.
Exactly.
They don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
it's like
play to the crowd, they play to the corporation that's giving them the money. Because
But they
that's
did
what
but they did do Mr. Win, so I'll give them a pass. I love that fucking song from Heart. That's like one of their best songs. So,
yeah, but the thing is
anyway,
that when you go see these bands, they will throw in one or two morsels to the hardcore fans.
it's
yeah.
like when people Eddie Trunk said Cheap Trick said, "Hey, write our set list today." So he wrote their set list and it was all like fucking deep tracks. And they didn't practice. Oh, do you need to practice? No, we got it. And they went out there and played it. And the audience wasn't getting into all these deep tracks. And then Rick Nielsen gets on stage. You could thank Eddie Trunk for a set list tonight. And then the lady next to him goes, "You did this?" And I like go, and Eddie said when they came back for the encore, they played all the hits and everybody was happy. But when they played all the deep tracks, people don't want to hear the fucking deep tracks. What the fuck is wrong with you? I want to hear Cheap Trick deep tracks. I would have loved to have been in that fucking show.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
hear
you're
you.
not
Like
the majority.
Huh?
take Sticks for instance. Take Sticks for instance. They did Man in the Wilderness, and people are just walking to the bathroom and shit. I'm like, really? Why? But you're
Because
right. They want to hear the hits. You're right. The people want to hear the hits. Unfortunately, yeah.
people paid money, paid $50 to $100 or more to hear the songs they want to hear, not to hear a new album or a song they've never heard. They want to sing along to their favorite songs. That's it.
That's why I'm excited about this new Journey tour where it's just them. They're going to play 2.5 to 3 hours and they're going to throw in the deep tracks. Because
Yeah, I
Neil
love
says,
that.
man, we're tired of playing these 90-minute sets where all we're playing is the hits and we can't throw in like deep shit. He goes, we're going to do an evening with Journey. We're going to break out the shit that we don't play. You know, I
And
love
half
it.
the people there are going to hate it.
Yeah, they can fuck the fuck off because I
No,
like all
Yeah.
the
no,
deep
no,
tracks.
they cannot the fuck off, Mark. They can't. They,
Well,
I'm gonna go like this to them when they're walking out to their mother
you're
father.
you're
Fuck
you're
you.
also you're also
dude,
going to
they
have
pay
four
money to
fucking
do that.
Neil Sean guitar solos. So get prepared for that. You're going to have four
And he's
Neil
got
Sean
3 of
guitar
them.
solos.
So I'm like, yeah. And then everybody's going, why are you doing so many
But
solos? Because he can, bitch, because he rules.
exactly.
And it's going to suck because 70% of them do not want to hear that.
You know, like I just said, they can fuck the fuck
He
up.
opens the show with a guitar solo.
I
But
love
anyway,
it.
I'm curious. Speaking of which, I'm kind of curious to see because Jonathan Cain was hinting that something big is going to happen their last show in San Francisco. I'm curious to see what that's going to be.
Maybe C.
I think
Perry.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I think he'll come on. I don't know. But I don't think it'll be Ross Valerie or Steve Smith because I think they pretty much, speaking of burning bridges, you don't try to take the bandit away from
Hey,
Neil.
happy birthday, Steve Smith, yesterday, by the way.
And
So
you know
Yep.
what's so funny? Because we had a little discussion about who was the better guitar player, Santana or Neil Sean. And I
Mhm.
figured out why I like Santana more because I listened to Santana with my uncles when I was younger.
that
Because my
makes
uncles
sense.
listened to Santana. And my aunts listened to Journey. So I didn't listen too much to Journey because I didn't hang out with my aunts. So
You just
that's that.
listen to that stuff that
The
Neil
women
just.
listen to Journey, the men listen to Santana.
But
So that's
Neil, you could hum Neil solos more than you can Santana to me. He's got that melodic solo that just burns in your brain. Like I hear fucking Don't Stop Believing solo in my head. I could hear fucking Stone in Love solo that he just goes out with on that song. That guy could fucking play. And he loves to
Neil can
play.
shred. He
Follow
can
his
shred.
Instagram. He's just on there just going.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
fucking look at Stars by Dio. He was in that fucking video and his solo ruled. What's Neil Sean from Journey doing in a metal
yeah,
fucking
because
video?
Neil could
Because he can
fucking
shred, dude.
burn. He could shred.
I
I still
mean,
like
listen,
Santana better.
That's
that's
fine.
fine. Their first three albums, man. Listen to
Yeah.
his guitar playing, dude. They got more into the hits thing and radio friendly type of short solos, but man, those first three albums, he is smoking, dude.
Smoking.
Absolutely. Early shredder, man. He was an early shredder. He really was. I mean,
Yeah, man. So we got on the topic of grunge, and then we went into cover albums. I love this. I love how we could just sit here. We don't have anything written down for topic. We're just bullshitting
Yeah.
like we're in the
Yeah.
garage drinking beers, man. This is what it should be, man. No fucking politics. Like Jerry, what do you say, Jerry?
turn off the fucking news, turn up the radio because that's where we're all family right there, dude.
All right,
Doesn't
man.
matter what animal you relate to, we all love the fucking great music.
All right, man. Let's end it right there at the good note. I'll talk to you later, Jerry. Later, Andy. You guys have a
Hi,
great day.
guys.
We're out.
Keep them spinning.